Deep in the jungles of Central America, ancient cities still rise above the trees. Their temples, palaces, and plazas remain, but the people who filled them left long ago. For centuries, their abandoned cities have left historians and archaeologists with the same question. What caused one of the most advanced civilizations in the ancient Americas to collapse? The answer was not one disaster. It was a chain of crises that gradually overwhelmed the system. To understand what happened, we first need to understand how the Maya world was organized. The Maya were not governed as one unified empire like ancient Rome. They lived in independent city-states, each controlled by its own king, nobles, and political alliances. Tikal, Calakmul, Palenque, and Copan traded with one another, formed alliances, and fought for influence. Between roughly 250 and 900 CE, Maya civilization reached the height of its power. Maya scholars developed advanced systems of writing, mathematics, astronomy, architecture, and art. Yet the complex system supporting these achievements was also vulnerable to prolonged instability. One of the strongest explanations for the crisis begins with the changing climate. Scientists have examined lake sediments, cave deposits, and chemical records preserved across the Maya region. Those records reveal repeated periods of severe drought between the 8th and 10th centuries. For cities dependent on seasonal rainfall, several weak rainy seasons could become a direct threat to survival. Reservoirs fell, crops failed, drinking water became scarce, and food supplies grew increasingly uncertain. But drought alone cannot explain everything that happened. Before the decline, many Maya cities had already become large, crowded, and difficult to sustain.
Growing populations required more farmland, more fuel, more water, and more construction materials.
As forests were cleared and soils were repeatedly cultivated, parts of the landscape became less resilient. Environmental stress, however, was not the only force pulling the Maya political system apart. The Maya world was immensely political, divided among rival kingdoms with long histories of conflict. Stone inscriptions describe military campaigns, captured rulers, broken alliances, and rival dynasties struggling for control.
As food and water became tar.
Warfare disrupted trade, consumed resources, damaged farmland, and made daily life increasingly dangerous. A city struggling to feed its people could not easily withstand years of political violence. Eventually, the crisis reached the center of Maya society, the authority of the kings. Maya rulers were political leaders, military commanders, and sacred figures connected to the cosmic order. When harvests failed and wars continued, people may have begun losing faith in their rulers. At many sites, royal monuments stopped appearing, major construction slowed, and urban populations declined. The ruler gathers the people for a new harvest.
We must listen to the scientist.
Watch the children play, my love.
But the greatest misconception is that the Maya people simply vanished.
Their political systems changed, but Maya communities survived and continue to live across Central America today. The Maya collapse was not a mysterious disappearance, but the breakdown of a complex system under many pressures at once.